And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, some breaking news for you this afternoon as there is a major ongoing incident in Sweden. Yes, a town called Örebro has seen a mass shooting happen. At least 5 people are currently injured after being shot. But as stated, guys, it is breaking news and is still ongoing. Some really shocking scenes, of course, coming out of Örebro in Sweden. I'm going to go through with you with what we know at this moment in time. As always, though, guys, please do get involved in the live chat. We'll be taking your reaction a little bit later on. I want to speak about Sweden in general because it truly has fallen with the level of violence that's currently going on there in that country. But let's go through what we know with regard to this mass shooting in Sweden. So at least 5 people have been shot at a school in Sweden amid reports of a shooting with an automatic weapon. Several people were initially said to be injured at an adult education centre in Örebro, southern Sweden, local media reported, with police locking down the building and urging the public to stay away. They've stated shortly after 12:30 UK time, the operation concerns threats of deadly violence. The operation is still currently ongoing. A later statement confirmed there have been a shooting at the school with 5 people being shot. The extent of the injuries is still very much unclear. However, had stated then again that the operation is still ongoing. The charges are currently attempted murder, arson, and aggravated weapon offences. So that is what we know so far in terms of the actual incident itself. But as stated, guys, it is ongoing and there's an operation to try and stop this individual. As stated, it has taken place in a place called Örebro. Let me just get a map up for some reference here. But Örebro, if you look at Stockholm for reference, Copenhagen, I suppose, but kind of central there into Sweden. And as stated, this was at an adult education centre for those people that failed school, but I'm reading here that need to do some extra learning or something afterwards. But of course, this school is in lockdown and there's a heavy armed police presence in this school in Örebro. Really shocking scenes. And again, Sweden is constantly seeing this sheer level of violence. And I'm truly going to say it, Sweden has fallen. I've got some images, of course, from inside the classroom that has, of course, been circulating. Again, nothing too much to see, but of course, people putting the chairs and tables over to try and stop and put obstructions in place. But that's some images there from then. And then, of course, we've got some pictures of police getting out, and there's other pictures of police turning up in armed response. But as stated, guys, this is a breaking story. It's still ongoing, and there's going to be updates by the minute. But there has been a mass shooting in Örebro, Sweden, at an adult education school. So yeah, truly shocking. And as stated in the intro, guys, Sweden has fallen. There has been so many incidents and violence, and in fact, I think it's the capital of gun-related homicide within Europe at this moment in time, and they're starting to see so much problems with regards to violence streaking through their country. I think just last week, the amount of bomb threats that were being reported in Sweden was very shocking as well. But again, it shows no signs of slowing down, and Sweden yet again at the center of another shooting. Of course, that individual was assassinated recently, a few days ago as well. But again, a mass shooting at a school in Sweden. We'll try and keep you up to date with what happens as the story moves, but that's all I've got for you. It is breaking and is still ongoing. So we don't have the full scale of the damage yet. We don't have the full scale of what the motive was yet. We don't have the full scale of the injuries and all of these things that they're going to occur of this mass shooting. But all I can say right now is that I really do pray that there is no fatalities in this, and I really do pray that there is no more injuries from this mass shooting, and hopefully the police can get this individual and arrest him. But absolutely shocking. And again, another violent incident coming out of Sweden, this time Örebro. Guys, I'm going to go over to the live chat to take some of your reaction. Of course, do let me know what you think on this down there in the comments. Melly says, Sweden is a beautiful country, as so many are in Europe. Again, this is a true, this is British Stan, guys. We just report on British news. But the only exceptions, if there's big incidents that happen across Europe, I like to bring them to you so you can keep an eye on what's actually going on in the continent as well, because it's very, very close. And a lot of these countries are going through the exact same thing as us. Whilst we don't really see shootings and all of these kind of things, we're starting to see a school stabbing the other day. We're starting to the sheer levels of violence, but it's across Europe as a continent. And I always seem to harp back to that video of that foreign minister from 2017 in the UAE. Now, whilst I don't know the actual individual involved in this, and I'm not going to speculate at this time because it's currently ongoing, but there is a huge rise in these related crimes coming out of the continent, which is disgusting. Baz says, how have you got the charges if it's still ongoing? Well, that's what it says in the report. So you're absolutely right. So the individual at the time of recording has not been arrested, but they for some reason they put in the thing, they read out what this individual is currently going to be charged for. I don't know if that's just the way that they do it, but it's basically stated, I'll read it again for you. So in the police statement, they stated, the charges are currently attempted murder, arson, and aggravated weapons offences. So that was just in the thing. But of course, the individual has not been caught just yet. This is still ongoing, or at least they haven't confirmed that. They said a later statement confirmed that there have been a shooting at the school. 5 people have been shot. The extent of the injuries is unclear. The operation is still ongoing. And then literally put at the end of it, the charges are currently attempted murder, arson, and aggravated weapon offences. So that's, I suppose, they do it like that. They're going after the individual, but if one of those people, of course, dies, then of course it will be a murder. But 3 charges at this moment in time in the current state of the ongoing incident. But yeah, I was a bit confused by that as well. I don't know why they released the charges, but that was just in the police statement. Let's have a little look here again. Paul Tudor says, Swedes are such friendly and accommodating people before immigrants arrived. Again, whilst you can't always blame these things on people, migration, all of these kind of things, there's certainly a correlation, and we're starting to see that throughout all of Europe. Now, not to say I can't speculate on this incident that's currently ongoing. We don't know nothing about it at the time of recording, so there is no need to speculate. But you're starting to see that correlation with the sheer violence, of course, that is erupting not just in Sweden but across the continent itself. But yeah, truly shocking. And guys, if there is any further updates on this incident, I'll bring you them. But as stated at the time of recording right now, as we approach 2 o'clock UK time, this is ongoing and still does not have a conclusion. But a mass shooting has seen 5 people been shot in Sweden. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Do carry on the conversation down in the comment section below. I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, so do get involved. But do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one.